Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading for Virgo. So Virgo, your reading today is so interesting because it's so connected to yesterday's reading that I did for Leo. So before I begin with your cards, I've done your reading with my own deck, my tarot deck that I've created in 2018, and it's been guiding me both professionally and personally. And so the cards you'll see are from this deck. And interestingly enough, we begin this part of your reading with the same card that we began yesterday's reading, the Five of Cups. And so this is coming with the same message, although the cards that follow are painting a different picture from yesterday's reading. So this card came yesterday with the message of, being in this emotional limbo, right? But the thing about this Five of Cups, although in a traditional meaning, it is imbued with deception and sadness and frustration, right? For trusting in people that proved not to be trustworthy, right? I feel like these Five Cups today they're like showing themselves as, five different memories or five different relationships. And it could be like, all sorts of relationships in your life that you hold really close to your heart, like five different people that are really important to you, but they have come to this full circle, right? Five people in your life that belong to your past, right? These people are not in your life anymore, so they carry a little bit of sadness because of that, but not because they weren't trustworthy, just because today I'm feeling that these people are not in your life anymore. And so the funny thing about this being in an emotional limbo right now, like it was yesterday for Leo, it was interesting because right after the Five of Cups on yesterday's reading, the Queen of Cups followed, right? And she was the one in this limbo. And today, you, Virgo, are coming with the King of Cups, right? Just, this is so amazing. It just blows my mind away when these kinds of things happen. So this is the kind of synchronicity that to me is painting a story about perhaps, one of these five relationships that are just stamped onto you, like they're, in your heart, in your soul, right? And because they're not in your life anymore, I feel like there is this sadness for not being able to share their company anymore, but just because they have fulfilled their purpose in your life, right? And I feel like because of the degree of synchronicity with yesterday's reading, I feel like perhaps one of these people could be a Leo, right? Or could be, living, the storyline that I painted yesterday with Leo's reading, right? But today for you, Virgo, I feel like you are in this very centered place, feeling sad, but also, being grateful is the word that came through with this King of Cups today for you, Virgo. Being grateful for having the opportunity, even though it is in your past, but having the opportunity for sharing these moments with these people, right? So the sadness is just because they're not here anymore, right? And I feel like you're in this grateful position where your heart is full, but your heart is also sad. So you sense that, you know that, you feel that, and you respect that, and you give yourself time because after the King of Cups came this Four of Swords, which to me is coming with this traditional meaning of, you know, needing a place to rest, needing time to rest, right? Um, when I was saying needing, I almost said reading. So I feel like perhaps this moment of silence and just, you know, solitude, of recharging your battery, perhaps is a moment that you're just deciding that you need to read a book, right? And, you know, silence your mind, because I feel like actually here, your heart is very healthy. Your heart is very healthy, but your mind needs a little bit of rest, right? And the beautiful, beautiful thing is that I feel like, you know, in between this, do you see the imbalance between your heart, right? You're the King of Cups, but your mind is still in this Four of Swords. So I feel like this imbalance between your heart and your mind is being taken care of, right? With this Temperance card that came after the Four of Swords. So I feel like this, in this resting mode, right? In this place of recharging your batteries, recharging your mental clogs, right? Recharging your energy, your mental energy, right? I feel like you are doing so much more than that, because right now what I'm seeing actually is something that I've never seen in this card, but I feel like because you have so much emotion, so much love, so much pure energy from your heart, you know, with this King of Cups, I feel like you are pouring yourself, like you are giving energy from your heart to your mind, right? I feel like here is something that you have learned to recharge your battery on your own, right? By, you know, it's like you're feeding yourself with love, but you're feeding yourself with also knowledge. So I feel like here, when I said reading instead of needing, I feel like you're looking for some sort of food for your mind, food for your, you know, for your thought process to recharge. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could be also like a self-help book or some sort of source of knowledge that can, you know, give you back this balance, right? Because right now there is an imbalance between your heart and your mind. Your mind needs this rest because it needs to be recharged, right? And so I feel like here you are in this emotional limbo, but you're not feeling emotional deplete, or like I feel like instead you have this emotional intelligence, you know, that you're fine. Okay, so I'm just getting this right now. This is why I'm just so reluctant to because it's this play of words between the emotions and the intellectual side. So this emotional intelligence is what is bringing your balance back to you. You see that? Okay, I feel like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to express this with words, but I feel like because it, you know, it's just all in your emotional side, right? That is giving you this recharge of your thought, of your mind, of your words, right? And so I feel like you do achieve that, because after this Temperance card comes this Five of Pentacles, and today this Five of Pentacles is this conversation between this initial Five of Cups, which was almost like these memories of past relationships that you were grateful for, you know, having had the opportunity for sharing moments of your life with them, but they're not here anymore. not in your life anymore, right? And so I feel like when you do recharge yourself, right, with this emotional intelligence that is reigniting and refueling, feeding your brain again with knowledge, with pure knowledge, right? Because it's this emotional knowledge that is coming in. I feel like whatever emotional triggers that could bring sadness still for not having the company of these ones, I feel like you realize that this is something that has to stay in the past, right? Because it goes from the cups to the pentacles. So it's something, I feel like it's like a shift in your mind, right? Once you recharge your mind, is like this shift in your perception. It's like the turning of a key, right? That you realize, and you sense how these memories are they're not weighing you down, but they are part of your history, right? So it's like a sense of realization that they belong behind you, right? They were the steps that brought you to this place, right? And so after this Five of Pentacles came the Judgment card. And this is where this realization that becomes very tangible, very real, very like a perceptual change that is so significant that you realize the shift. You realize the shift, right? You realize that those people are not here anymore, and that is okay, right? Because there's a rebirth of yourself that needs to happen. And if you hold on to these people, to these memories, even though you do hold it with gratitude, I feel like they're going to become anchors to your past. And it's time for you to just be reborn again. For there is a rebirth for yourself that wants to happen, and it's time to happen. So you have to let go of these old relationships, right? And I feel like you will, because it's this realization, and you have learned, to be grateful for what was, and, to fulfill this, both emotionally and intellectually, right? With this Temperance card. And I feel like after you do realize and release these ones, right? Because they become part of your story, right? They become part of your path in your past, but you're moving forward, right? And you're moving forward with this new energy of the King of Wands, which is so beautiful, because here you come in first in this because what I'm getting here with this King of Cups is that you're not in the limbo anymore, as Leo was represented by the Queen of Cups in yesterday's reading. Here you're coming out of this limbo, very grateful, sad, but very grateful, right? And I feel like once you do recharge yourself, you reignite yourself, because so here you're doing your part. You're refueling yourself. You are feeding yourself with emotional intelligence, that it's like you are bringing yourself the knowledge that you need, to recharge and reignite your mind, right? Coming from your emotions, right? Because you came first as the King of Cups. But here, once you make this realization that these people and these relationships are in your past, and that is okay to let go of them, right? Because you know, it's time to be reborn, right? With this Judgment card. I feel like you are reborn. You see here, the rebirth is from this King of Cups to this King of Wands. So you are the fuel that you're giving through your emotions is not only igniting your mind and, you know, making you think very clearly now, but it's like it's giving you energy, it's giving you vitality, it's giving you this life force that is moving you, that is pulling you, that is you know, is this rebirth, right? Is this fire in your belly that is being reignited, that is moving you again. And so I feel like you are grateful, and this transition, you know, between this emotional sadness into this certainty that these people played their parts, right? And they fulfilled their roles in your life. But now it's time for you to, you know, move in a new direction, right? And very powerfully, very efficiently, very thrilled. But what I meant to say was very driven, right? With this King of Wands, right? And so here is where this part of your reading ends. I'm going to pull more cards to see where the message wants to go next. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes that I've made from air dry clay to study astrology. So I'm going to pull from these runes as a final guidance for you in the extended reading. If you want to come with me to the extended, I'll be happy to see you there. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.